Just when Americans thought the football celebrations were finally slowing down, another group of British supporters arrived and brought the party back. Only days earlier, Scottish fans had filled the city with non-stop singing, packed pubs, and unforgettable celebrations. Videos quickly spread online, with Americans amazed by the energy and wondering how these fans could keep going for so long. But then England supporters arrived, and many locals joked that if Scotland had started the party, England had come to finish it. Once again, bars were packed, pints kept flowing, and football songs echoed through the streets. Americans watching online were fascinated. Some couldn't believe how much beer British football fans could handle. Others were amazed by their passion, their loud celebrations, and the incredible atmosphere they created everywhere they went. For many Americans, it was their first real look at the famous culture of traveling football supporters, fans who don't just watch the game, but turn every match into a huge celebration. The big question quickly became, do British football fans ever actually stop drinking? Did England really arrive to continue what Scotland started? Or were Americans simply witnessing one of football's most unforgettable traditions? Today, we're looking at the funniest reactions and biggest surprises as England fans brought their famous football spirit, songs, and celebrations across the Atlantic. Let's get started.
I have been absolutely howling watching some of the Americans' interpretations, is that the right word? Impressions of the British football community that are over in America for the World Cup right now, and obviously the Scottish and the Irish as well. Guys, you ain't seen nothing yet, okay? If we get through the group stages and we start getting to the quarterfinals and the semi-finals, it is going to be carnage. I don't think there's enough alcohol in America to accommodate the amount of drinking that the British, the Scottish and the Irish are going to do. Just to pre-warn you, okay? I hope they are teaching you some fun new songs, which I'm sure they are, because oh my god, I love the build up to the football games. All the old tunes come out like Vindaloo and oh god. It is so much fun. And Lord, if we win, it will be the most epic thing you have ever seen in your entire life. However, if we lose, there's going to be riots, okay? One year, I think we got kicked out, but I think we got beat by Germany. There were riots. There were people like, I'm going to go burn down the kebab shop. I was like, but they're not German, they're Turkish. Like, what's going on? If we get through to the final, the more I think about it, I pray that we win because you guys are in trouble. And I will be in America for one of the games as well. I think America's playing on the Saturday, maybe the Friday, and then England's playing on the Saturday, and it's the last game of the group stages. So it should be, I'm excited for the atmosphere. But if I do watch the football game on the Friday, I will be rooting for America as well. So I'll be like, go on guys. But if we get to the finals, I'm England all the way. But I can support both teams for that particular weekend. I feel like you should support where it's being held. That's the plan.
The Scottish fans, they fucking did it. They drank all the beer in Boston, you guys. I was joking that they were going to do it, and they fucking did it. I mean, I think there was like Budweiser left over, but let's be fair. There's no good beer. There's no good beer. So Americans can he keep up with the sesh? The Scots, they set a goal for themselves, and they achieved it. That's so much drinking. That is, and you know, like all the bars and everything, they probably ordered more because they're like, oh, there's a lot of Scottish people coming, and they didn't order enough. And it's not like Boston is not a light drinking place. It's not like Utah. It's got Irish people in it, Irish Boston people, so they already drank a lot. So holy shit, holy shit, that was an epic sesh, you guys. Congratulations, America. Do better. I'm kidding. You don't actually have to match them. No means no.
One thing you Europeans have to know when you are visiting Boston or in the US in general for the FIFA World Cup right now, the reason why you guys coming here is such a big deal is because you're literally changing how we do things and see the world and bringing community together. You don't see open drinking here in America. That is very not a thing. Typically, that will always be banned. And even if there is open drinking, like it's like the smallest area, right? But no, you Scottish have just taken over the world, it feels like, taken over downtown and made these streets your own as if you were back at home, and that's what makes us so happy. We love to see you guys having fun, and it truly is bringing us so much joy. Petition to have you guys come back. It has truly just been chaos, but in the most organized, fun, respectful way. And even just seeing all the cone hats put on all the statues is just sending me. Even taking away the game yesterday in Fenway and the bagpipe march through Fenway Park is just, we'll never have this again.
I feel like we should have campaigned to have the World Cup games in Wisconsin, because what do you mean Boston ran out of beer? If you don't know, the Scotland fans drank their plane dry on their transatlantic flight, which, like, I get. Those flights are long. They're probably not prepared for that many people to drink and party all in one flight. Fine. But then these people go and watch the World Cup games in Boston, and the bars started running out of beer. Obviously, the entire city of Boston didn't run out of beer, which is like, I thought Boston was like a little chill. Like, I thought Boston was like Wisconsin, but in the 1776 patriotic form. But I guess not, because if we would have had a game here in Wisconsin, bro, it's done. It's over. Boost to the economy. That's all I'm saying. Like, imagine a game, Lambeau, Camp Randall, like, that'd be kind of tea. That would be tea.
So let me get this straight. You're telling me that Scottish soccer fans drank all the beer in Boston? Apparently, a bunch of bars and stores ran out of beer because there were so many Scottish people there visiting for the 2026 World Cup. And they were drinking so much beer that a bunch of places just completely ran out of it. They're saying that the alcohol sales tripled what Boston would normally do on St. Patrick's Day. Do you understand how much alcohol needs to be consumed to triple the amount of alcohol sales that Boston has on St. Patrick's Day? Look, I've been to Boston on St. Patrick's Day. It is not one of those cities where they don't drink that much. Pretty much all they do is drink. It is literally one of my favorite places to be on St. Patrick's Day because they drink so much. And you're telling me that a bunch of people from Scotland came and drank the city dry? Look, I don't care who you are or where you're coming from. That is impressive. There are plenty of great drinking stories out there, but this may go down in history as one of the best ones ever. You came to a city and completely drank it dry, and that city was Boston. To all the Scottish people out there, I just want to say I am extremely impressed. Good for you.
The fact that Scotland said, hold my beer to Boston, and they said we literally can't because we've actually run out of beer, is the most Scottish thing that has ever happened in the history of Scotland. The fact that Bostonians were like, we think we have enough alcohol to sustain Scotland being here. They've only been there a few days and they have drank the entire city completely dry. There are multiple pubs running out of beers and they are having to get more emergency beer shipped in because they cannot handle how much the Scottish people are drinking. As someone whose dad is Scottish and has Scottish side of the family, yeah, they're pretty solid at it. Like, they are top tier professional drinkers. It is what they were born to do. It is such a ninja skill that they have, and they have perfected over absolute centuries. Boston may think that they drink a lot, but they haven't had the centuries that Scotland have had in terms of practicing. Like, literally, did you know that the phrase shit-faced comes from Scotland, where someone would be stumbling home and it would be around the time that they would be cleaning out their buckets and throwing it out into the sewer in the streets, and they'd yell, "Gardy Lou!" and then they'd all pour their stuff out. And apparently when people were really, really drunk in the middle of the afternoon, they'd be like, "What's that?" And they would look up and they would literally get covered in a bucket of stuff. That is how hardcore the Scots have always been. And now they are showing Boston exactly what it's all about, and I'm obsessed with it.
I tried to warn the Americans about the British. I tried my absolute best, but apparently no one listens to me. I said that when the World Cup started, the Brits would go over to the US and drink places dry. I said that. And guess what? They have done that very thing. We have the Scots up in Boston that have drunk places dry to the point where they're scrambling to figure out where they can find more booze for these folks to drink. Samuel Adams has run out of their lager. They're out of Tennent's. Nobody's drinking Bud Light, though, because it's water.
And they're not the only ones running dry.
Pretty much everything. We ran out of everything. Tennent's being number one.
White Bull Tavern may have run out of Scotland's iconic Tennent's beer, but that didn't stop the party.
The fans have been unbelievable. They're great. They're fun. They're drinking, partying, having a great time.
The Scots are absolutely incredible. And so many Americans are finally getting to see what I've been trying to say for a long time. British folks are incredibly kind and an incredibly good time, especially if they have a couple pints in them. Now, things can get a little crazy when you give them their booze. English folks were down in Dallas, and the police were pleading for them to get out of a pub after they drank 5,000 beers in one pub. People ask me all the time, who do I think can drink more, Americans or Brits? And if this is not the signification that you needed to see today, I don't know what else will tell you this, Brits can just put down the booze. I've never seen anything like it. There's pubs and bars up in Boston that are selling more booze now than they do on St. Patrick's Day. It's just incredible. It's making me very happy, though, to see folks in the U.S. appreciating all of these folks from around the world coming over and getting to experience that bit of a culture exchange over the game of football. Now, with that being said, when I go back home to America after this trip in the UK, I'll be following along with some World Cup food and fandoms, so you might see a little World Cup content coming from your boy. See ya.
All right, so not only have Scottish people drank Boston out of beer, but apparently tonight, after our game, we've also eaten this city out of food. There are queues miles long for all the takeaways. There's basically nothing left. They're running out of pizza. I went to a 7-Eleven and I got the last slice of pizza. I've never had, I don't think, anything from a 7-Eleven before. But luckily, got a life-saving bit of pizza to get me through tonight. Let me just get this out. How are we trying? I mean, when emergency calls, like it does tonight, it's not the worst thing I've ever eaten. It's definitely not the worst pizza I've ever eaten. Who knew 7-Eleven does pizza? And it's alright. Talk about no Scotland, no party, eh? This city tonight has been shut down. 7-Eleven pizza is the only thing left. But what a night. There's going to be some sore heads in the morning.
I have never seen Boston as crazy as I have seen it the past couple days. We're outside Hennessy's right now. The Scottish are out of their fucking minds. I'm here with a Scottish lad right now. What do you have to tell the people of Boston, if you could tell them anything?
I love Boston. It's a fantastic place. Well, until the English arrive, it won't be.
Okay.
But the Scottish are here. We're here to party. She's amazing, by the way.
No Scotland, no party?
Yeah, no Scotland, no party.
No Scotland, no party. And I'm here with the famous footballer, Scott Murray. What do you have to say to the people of Boston?
I'm not really sure I'm a famous footballer.
People were asking to take a picture with him.
Yeah,
so
but I'm not a famous
I hear he's kind of a big
No.
deal. What do you have to say to the Bostonians?
Can I just say thank you to everyone in the city of Boston for the hospitality we've had over these last week. It's been unbelievable. Thank you very much.
Amazing.
I
love
love
to
you
hear
all.
it. What do you think of Americans now after visiting?
Crikey, mate.
That's Australia. That's Australia.
I know that was a joke.
If only he knew. What do you have to tell the American people?
Had so much tax and everything.
That's a good point.
Everything's taxed.
Everything is
And actually, it's like back home, actually, but I've loved every single minute I've been here. I really have.
Amazing.
And as you said, we've been here 6 days, and the people of Boston have been fantastic. So
Amazing.
thank you very much.
And who's going to win the next game?
Scotland are playing Morocco. The score will be Morocco 0, Scotland 7.
It's a rather bold assumption.
I'm hoping we just get a point.
All right, well, good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
This is Derek. He's staying in Dedham. What do you have to say about Boston?
Boston has been brilliant. The hospitality has been over the top. Everybody has been so nice. And we're getting free beer and free transport when I wear a kilt. I've not got my kilt on the night.
So you don't have your kilt on, so you're not getting free beer?
I'm not getting free beer.
No, you got to put the kilt back on, right?
My kilt's going on tomorrow.
What do you think of American women?
Very...
You want to answer this question? Get in the TikTok.
Yes, please.
What do you think of American women? Oh, you can't answer that question.
We'll be coming down the road. When you hear a noise from the Captain Army boys, we'll be coming down the road. I can forget. Now Jesus from his soul. I can forget. Boogie, boogie, all day long. Yes, sir.
Oh, I just hate Scottish stereotypes. Like that man that all we do is drink. It's just so rude.
Did you see they ran out of beer in
untrue.
Boston because all the Scots drank it?
I'm no surprised. I'm no fucking surprised. I say should. I say fucking should. Oh, flower of Scotland.
Hi, we'll get some beers. Which ones do you have?
We're out of beer.
What? It's still early.
The Scots drank it all.
The Scots? Like, as in Scottish people?
And you see the new Scottish people took over Boston and drank all the beer?
I haven't been following the World Cup. Must have been crazy.
It was one of the best weeks of my life.
And there's no beer left.
We have a shipment coming in later.
You got another group of Scottish people coming in?
No.
They went back to Scotland?
No. The Tartan Army went down to Miami.
The Tartan Army.
That's what they call themselves. They're legends.
Wow.
You know, I came to Boston to get a great education. Grad school. But the most valuable lessons I learned from them during this past week.
To drink all of the beer?
It's not about the beer. It's about the joy.
Cool. So what other drinks do you have?
But yeah, we do have some Bud Light. Yeah. They didn't want Bud Light, so if you want beer.
Oh, perfect. We'll have 4 Bud Lights.
We also have some whiskey.
No, we'll just have the Bud Lights.
4 Bud Lights.
Thank you.
No Scotland, no party. No Scotland, no party. No Scotland, no party.
Scottish people and Bostonians just became the best of friends over the last week.
Boston. The reason being what we brought to Boston is love, friendship, passion.
Oh, brilliant. They've been so welcoming. It's been class. Everyone's been taking us in as if we're part of the family. So
I looked a little bit lost, and this woman came over and said, I would be honoured to help you get where you're going.
It's so good to be welcomed by a city with equally all love, passion, friendship.
This is a friendship that will last forever and ever.
I think it will.
It takes a lot to fill a thirst for a Scotsman, and it does that in abundance.
We got Shepherd John McGee.
Did you see that ESPN report where Boston apparently ran out of beer when Scotland played their World Cup game in that city? Well, today England plays Panama, and the real test isn't at MetLife Stadium across the river. It's at the Churchill Tavern here in Manhattan. If you want a truly authentic English pub experience in New York City, this is the epicenter. The atmosphere is orderly but fiercely passionate. The Loos are shockingly authentic. If you know, you know. And let's see how long the barrels last. When I got there, the place was already packed. You can't even get to the bar. That's the direction. So I decided to move to the back of the pub and see if there's a little more room. And the pregame party was clearly getting underway. Everybody is having a good time. Really good vibes. Now, I know there's a second floor at this pub, so then I then go upstairs to see if there's a little bit more room. England takes to the field, and the national anthem is played. Everybody starts celebrating England, and everyone's in a very good mood. Now, I think it's clear most of the people at the Churchill Tavern are supporting the UK team, so I want to know, which team are you supporting? Let us know in the comments. And do you think the Churchill survived? Do they still have beer at the end of the game?
The Scots partied so hard in Boston that they temporarily changed alcohol laws in the city. So 50,000 Scottish fans flooded Boston for the World Cup, and many bars were cleared out of beer after they came through. Massachusetts even passed a temporary law extending last call from 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. and created social districts where people can drink alcohol outdoors. There were even reports that the Scots would boo people who bought water at bars or liquor stores. After seeing how busy and relatively problem-free the new laws were, people have proposed making the laws permanent, as it would benefit Boston hospitality and tourism. Follow me for more interesting beer facts and news.
It's funny how these Americans were like, oh, we could outdrink the Brits. All 300 million of us could outdrink 65 million Brits or something like that, right? Scottish went to Boston and drank it dry. There's no beer left in Boston no more. It's gone. It's literally gone. In Dallas, the English took over a pub like it was the 1700s again. And they had 5,000 pints and drunk it dry. Oh my god. They had to call the actual police to get them out of there. It was that wild. I have never been so proud to be British in my entire life.
Dubliner bar in Boston is scared of England fans. Last week they let every Scotland fan in, and this week we have to queue. There isn't another country that gets treated the way we do. It's so unfair.
Scotland's on fire! Your defense is terrifying! Scotland's on fire! Your defense is terrifying! Scotland's on fire! Your defense is terrifying! Scotland's on fire! Ooh! La 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 la
Messy. The USA fans have never seen anything messy. When England are coming, drinking their bars dry, then they'll see what messy's about. These USA fans don't know what's going on. Listen, they still call it soccer. Soccer. They're all sat here in England shirts eating chicken wings, drinking one beer. They're terrible. American fans are terrible. Listen, stick to your baseball, stick to your baseball, stick to your hockey, stick to your basketball, and we'll do the football. Come on, England! It's coming home! It's coming home! It's coming home! Come on! Get away!
We can't let these Scots leave Boston. The vibes that these lads have brought the city is unmatchable. They're trying things for the first time. They're trying clam chowder. They're getting drunk, dancing everywhere in their kilts, climbing statues, climbing the Sam Adams statue, pulling each other drunk on Haymarket fruit pallets. We must protect these lads at all costs, because they are just, the vibes that they're bringing in Boston is just purely incredible. So I hope you guys stay. I hope you guys keep staying and bringing the vibes for your next game. I think it's Scotland, Morocco in a couple of days. So big win yesterday. You guys deserved it. Boston loves you.
Hey, serious question. Why don't Scottish people get liver disease? And have we investigated this? I just saw a news story out of Boston. Handful of Scots roll into town. The bar ran out of beer. They were interviewing some guy in the street. He was like, yo, man, these guys can drink. And he had a look of concern in his eyes, like it was a matter of public safety. And it made me think, yeah, wait a minute. You're not supposed to be able to do that.
How much beer can these Scottish fans be drinking? I don't understand. How much beer do you have to drink